Using content marketing for traffic. Hi everyone. Reggie Patterson here on behalf of IamProfitsCoach.com. What I wanted to review with you today is how you can use content marketing to get traffic to just about anything you want. Now I'm assuming that you have a proper business foundation set up. Meaning you have something up and going where you can build your list, like a squeeze page, and that you have a content hub. I use a blog for my content hub. Your content hub is where all of your content lives. Okay, so to get things started, and let's talk about what content marketing is. Dictionary.com defines it as a type of marketing that involves the creation and sharing of online material, such as videos, blogs, and social media posts, that does not explicitly promote a brand, but is intended to stimulate interest in its products or services. That's basically correct. You can use content marketing to promote anything you want, and that includes your brand. For example, with the MyMcFattyBattle.com brand I'm starting, I can create content that is just for brand awareness. It doesn't have to specifically promote products and services, but generally that's what you want to do with your content marketing. Basically, every piece of content you will create for your content marketing strategy needs to promote something that gets you clicks, subscribers, and/or sales. This is the most important part that I want to drive home to you. You never create a piece of content unless you know what you want it to do for you. We all have different businesses that we want to make money with in different ways. For example, with my business I want to sell my products, sell products as an affiliate, and build my list. Maybe you run a content site and just want to get clicks on ads, or just get traffic so you can serve advertisers. No matter what, every piece of content you create should serve a purpose. Again, that is the most important point I want to make. This is basically my content marketing strategy at a glance. I create a great piece of content that mentions something in it that makes me money in some way. There's all kinds of different content that I create. I post it to my blog. I share it on my social media accounts. I get traffic to whatever it is that my content mentioned. That's it. Well, that's it for the simple part of it. I had to first 1. Decide what I wanted to promote. 2. Figure out what content my people want related to what I want to promote. 3. Create the content. 4. Post it to my social media accounts and email it to my list. Notice that fourth thing there. Post it to my social media accounts and email it to my list. First, let's talk about the social media part. Let me let you in on something there. Every social media site is different. For instance, with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you don't have followers who are interested in your niche, you're not going to see a lot of traffic from posting your content. You have to continually build your following on these two sites, and you'll see more traffic. But, for now, don't let this stop you from using these sites. You need to be posting your content to these social media sites now, because people will follow you as they find you. Content marketing is a strategy you can use to get followers too. Now with Pinterest you don't have to have a bunch of followers. You need to have your account set up correctly, and you need to do some optimizing to be found on Pinterest, but you can create pins for your content, and if you optimize them correctly they will be found in the Pinterest search results, which will get you traffic. Then there's YouTube. That's a different beast altogether, but there you create videos, get them ranked, and get traffic. These are just a couple of the social media sites I currently use, and they all bring me a ton of traffic. Now, on to emailing my list. Don't panic if you don't have a list right now. You can use content marketing to build your list too. If you do that every time you create a piece of content, you can email it to your list and have instant traffic. That's why I am constantly harping on my tribe to build a list. Now I want you guys to notice something. Notice I didn't say a dang thing about SEO. And that's because SEO can be frustrating. Every time I've tried to use it I get things ranking, and then Google makes a change, and boom. I'm back at square one. So now, I don't do keyword research to see what content to create. I do audience research because I want to figure out what people want to read. I don't want to create content around a keyword to get it ranked in Google. I have found this a much better strategy. So, you're not going to hear me talk about SEO, so you can put that out of your mind. As I've stated previously, I am in several niches outside of internet marketing and I do use some SEO outside of this niche, but I just don't see as much of a return on the results for the time I put into it. So, you can either keep plugging away with SEO or do what I do and just put it out of your mind. When I quit paying attention to SEO, I got way more focused, got way more traffic, and actually made way more money. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about SEO. Let's dive in here and talk a little bit more about content marketing before we get started with the doing part of things here. First, let's talk about the different kinds of content you can create. Let's go over this list. Text-like blog posts aren't your only options, but they are the easiest thing to create. And you can do all kinds of things with text. Of course, straight how-to information, checklists, reviews, reports, stories, case studies, roundups. Then we have your video options, such as video reviews, talking heads, stories, webinars, roundups, case studies and interviews. You also have graphics as content like memes and quotes, and infographics. Now don't freak out. I know I listed a bunch of different types of content. The best thing to do is create content in the way that you already know how to do to get started. Then as time goes on, learn to create other types of content and incorporate different formats. You do want to use as many different types of content as you can, but you don't have to start out using them all. Now here's why I love content marketing. It does a ton of different things for my business besides grabbing eyeballs. 1. If you are putting content out there on topics related to your niche, people are going to see you as an expert. The key to getting people to buy from you is to get them to know, like, and trust you. When people see that you know what you're talking about, this is going to make them trust you. This automatically adds in some like factor too. That's the start of building your relationship with your audience. No relationship. No money. 2. It allows you to build a relationship with people consuming your content. 3. Your content also educates your audience, and you can lead them to things that make you money through that education. Okay, so to sum it all up, you need to be using content marketing because it can get you traffic in various ways from various sources. It positions you as an expert. It can build your relationship with your audience, getting them to know, like, and trust you. And it can educate your audience into buying from you. Over the next several days, we're going to learn to create content that people actually want related to the things we want to get traffic to. Notice what I just said there. We're going to learn to create content that people actually want, related to the things we want to get traffic to. So, the first thing I want you to do is list out what you have that makes you money. Now once you have your money makers listed out, pick one and go find some ideas for content. Okay. You now have a ton of ideas for content you could create. This is where it all starts. Define what you want to get traffic to, then go find topics that are proven to get eyeballs using what I just showed you. The next step is actually creating the content, and that's what we will be reviewing next. What you should be thinking about now is 1. Defining what you want to get traffic to. 2. Gather topics/ideas to create content around.